Well, they fucked that up. Hello everybody, I'm Robert Storms. Welcome back to the channel once again. If you're finding me for the very first time, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I want to take this time to thank everyone for helping me get over 7,000 subscribers. This coming Sunday, I'll be doing a live Q&A to celebrate crossing over 7,000 subscribers, so be sure to keep an eye out for that. I'll be giving out a free digital code for Guardians of the Galaxy 2. So I just got back from seeing Tomb Raider, guys, and I have to be honest with you, this movie wasn't good at all. I definitely do not recommend it, especially if you're a fan of the 2013 Crystal Dynamics reboot of Tomb Raider. This movie wasn't that at all. This movie really starts off much differently than we see in that video game, where Laura is actually doing MMA. She's doing these weird extreme bike races in the streets, and it wasn't anything where it was set up in the video game where Laura was already an archaeologist going to this island in the middle of the Dragon's Triangle. This movie wasn't that at all. It was about a girl who was rebelling because her father passed away, and she's trying to cope with that loss. She is then asked to sign papers confirming that he is officially dead so she can inherit the Croft funds, and she gets clues to where her father last was located, so she decides to go find him. That's completely different than what happened in that first 2013 Crystal Dynamics video game. In that game, it was very simple. It was just a downright grimy story about a girl who is put in this extreme situation. She has to learn how to fight, to hunt, to survive in this extreme conditions that is on this island. And I think that is the biggest problem when these studios try to adapt these video game movies. They try to make it way more complex than it really has to be. This movie could have easily shaved off the first 20 minutes of the film, had her already on the boat as an archaeologist going to the Dragon's Triangle, and then she gets stranded on this island, and there she has to hunt and survive and beat these elements to live. As she's living, she finds out about this supernatural force on the island. That is your movie. Very simplified, but they add stuff with her father in here, and she's rebellion with this MMA stuff, and then she goes to this island, and then there's these other people there, and then it's okay for other people to be on the island. You don't have to overcomplicate things with this company and it's related to your father. They try to combine Rise of the Tomb Raider with the Tomb Raider 2013 game, and they try to mix it into a 2-hour movie, and it just didn't work. The first movie should have been Laura Croft year one. It should have been her first step. She should have already been an archaeologist. She should have been on her way to the island, and then this accident happens where she gets stranded, and she then has to learn to fight. For the whole 2 hours, I kept looking at my watch. Felt like the longest 2 hours of my life. I did not have fun. This movie, by no stretch of the imagination, is a dumpster fire, but this is not a good adaptation. It is not the version of Tomb Raider that I wanted to see. I wanted to see this smaller budget film with just Laura Croft stranded on an island fighting to survive, and then she has to try to fight against these soldiers and the supernatural force that is the island. That should have been the focus of the movie. It's very straightforward. It's very, very true to the first original video game by Crystal Dynamics, and I think it would have stayed true to the character. It would have allowed Alicia Vikander as Lara Croft to develop, to learn, to develop these certain skills to become the Lara Croft that we know later on. But nope, they decided to cram so much stuff in it, just like Assassin's Creed and all these other video game type movies. They want to cram as much shit in there as possible, and then you get a convoluted mess, and that's what this movie was. A huge convoluted mess. But I'm curious to hear what you guys think. Be sure to leave your comments in the comment section below. Are you interested in seeing this movie? Have you already saw it? What do you think? Be sure to leave those comments in the comment section below. Hit that like button. Also, if you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to click that subscribe button. And until next time, guys, as always, I'm Robert Storms, and that's my opinion.